Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Daily English Practice. I'm your host, Bia. I'm so happy you are here with us.
And I'm John. It's great to be back. This is the podcast where we make learning English for everyday life simple and enjoyable.
That is always our goal. Today, we are going to talk about a situation that happens almost every day for many people. Talking with your coworkers.
That's right. Not in a big, formal meeting, but the small, friendly conversations you have in the kitchen or before a meeting starts. This is sometimes called small talk.
Yes, and this can feel difficult when English is not your first language. You might be shy or worried about what to say.
But today, we're going to change that. We will teach you some very easy and safe topics for conversations and give you simple phrases you can use.
You will feel more comfortable and confident talking to your colleagues. Are you ready to start the conversation? Let's go!
So, Bia, let's start with a basic question. Why is it important to have these small conversations with coworkers?
That's a great question, John. It's important because it helps to build good relationships with the people you see every day. It makes the workplace feel more friendly and positive.
That makes sense. When you have friendly relationships, it's easier to work together as a team?
Exactly. But the big question for many learners is, what do I talk about?
Yes, it can be hard to think of a topic. What are some safe and easy topics for the office?
Well, the number one best topic, especially on a Monday, is the weekend. You can always ask about the weekend.
That's true. It's a perfect conversation starter. How do you ask about it?
You can keep it very simple. You can say, "How was your weekend?" or "Did you have a good weekend?"
And after they answer, you can ask a follow-up question like, "Did you do anything fun?" or "Did you do anything special?"
Yes. And it's important to listen to their answer. If they say they went to the park, you can say, "Oh, that sounds nice." This shows you are listening.
Listening is a very important part of conversation. Okay, so the weekend is a great topic. What's another one?
Another easy topic is work itself, but in a light, casual way. For example, you can ask, "How is your day going?" Or, "Is it a busy day for you?"
That's a good one. You can also ask about a project, but keep it simple. How is the new project going?
Exactly. The important thing is to keep the conversation positive. It's usually not a good idea to complain a lot about work.
That's a very important rule for office small talk. Keep it positive. So, we have the weekend and light work topics. What about something else?
You can talk about common interests, like food, coffee, TV shows, or sports. For example, you can say, "Did you see the football game last night?"
Or, have you tried the new coffee shop down the street? These are friendly questions that help you get to know your coworkers better.
I think it is time to put all this into practice. What do you think, John?
I think that's a brilliant idea. Let's do a role play.
Okay, let's imagine we are coworkers. It is Monday morning. We meet in the office kitchen while making coffee.
Perfect scene. I'll start. Good morning, Bia.
Good morning, John. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. A little tired, but this coffee will help. How was your weekend?
It was great, thank you. I went for a walk in the park on Saturday. The weather was beautiful.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Yes, the weather was perfect this weekend.
It really was. How about you? Did you do anything fun?
I just had a quiet weekend at home. I watched a movie and relaxed. It was very nice.
Sometimes a quiet weekend is the best. Well, I should probably get back to my desk. Have a good day, John.
You too, Bia. See you later.
Back to normal voice. And scene! See, that was so easy and friendly.
It was a perfect example. We asked about the weekend, we talked about the weather, we listened to each other, and we kept it short and positive.
Yes, and it's also important to know how to end the conversation politely.
That's a very good point. What are some good phrases for that?
You can say what I said, "Well, I should get back to my desk." Or, "Anyway, I should get back to work."
You can also say, "It was nice talking to you." Then you can finish with, "Have a good day," or "Talk to you later."
Exactly. These small conversations are usually short, just 1 or 2 minutes. That's completely normal at work.
So our listeners shouldn't feel pressure to have a long, complicated conversation.
Not at all. Short and friendly is perfect. The goal is just to connect with your coworkers in a positive way.
This has been very helpful. And I think it's time to help our listeners even more by explaining some of the important words and phrases we've used.
I agree. It's time for our vocabulary review.
Okay, our first word is a very important one for this topic. Coworker.
Coworker. Coworker. A coworker is a person you work with at your job. You can also say colleague. They mean the same thing.
Great. Next phrase, small talk.
Small talk. This is polite, friendly conversation about unimportant things. We use small talk with people we don't know very well, like coworkers.
Okay. What about the question, how's it going?
How's it going? This is a very common and casual way to ask how are you. You can answer with good, thanks, or I'm doing well, thank you.
Very useful phrase. Next up, the word weekend.
Weekend. Weekend. The weekend is Saturday and Sunday, the 2 days when most people do not work.
The best part of the week. Okay, what does busy mean?
Busy. Busy. If you are busy, it means you have a lot of work to do. You don't have a lot of free time. For example, it's a very busy Monday.
And what about project?
Project. Project. A project is a piece of work that a person or a team does. It usually has a start date and an end date.
Okay, our last phrase is a very useful one. That sounds nice.
Yes, that sounds nice, or that sounds fun. You say this to respond to someone's good news. It shows you are interested and happy for them. It's a great way to keep the conversation going.
And that's our vocabulary review. 7 words and phrases to help you with your office small talk.
Practice them a little, and you will see how easy it is to start a friendly chat with your coworkers.
Well, Bia, that's just about all the time we have for this episode. I think we've made small talk seem a lot less scary.
I hope so. Let's do a quick final review of the most important tips for talking with a coworker.
Good idea. Number 1, keep it simple and positive. No big, difficult topics or complaining.
Number 2, use safe and easy topics like the weekend, weather, or light work questions.
Number 3, ask simple questions and listen to the answers. Show you are interested.
Number 4, remember to share a little about yourself too. A conversation needs 2 people.
And number 5, it's okay for the conversation to be short. Know how to end it politely.
If you remember these tips, you'll be a small talk expert in no time.
Thank you so much for listening to English Daily Now. We hope this was very helpful.
Join us next time for another episode. Until then, goodbye and happy chatting.
Bye, everyone.